John, do you know what this world really needs? Do you know what this world needs more than anything else right now? The people are crying out. They're in pain. They're suffering. They're so bad. They've been for years. We've all been saying, when will there be a Ratchet and Clank MMO? Said no one ever. And Wildstar is the answer to that question. Welcome.
I was gonna say, do they need a hero? Is that what's going on?
They don't need a hero. Welcome, everybody, to the Super Awesome Video Game Show here on Rage Select. I am Jeff.
And I am John.
And we're taking a look at the open beta for Wildstar this week. And I played this for about 20 minutes, and my impressions were not so great. But, John, you played it a lot longer than me, so why don't we jump in here and see what this thing has to offer?
I have played it a little bit longer than you, and I think mine may be a little bit more forgiving.
Okay,
but
wait,
not
you got some kind of meerkat or hamster here?
Yeah.
Some sets Cerberus the Aardvark?
Yeah, I will say, before we go into the game,
yeah.
I'm not going to create a new character, but I do want to talk about the character creation system. I actually really like it. I mean, It's kind of standard, but I do like the stylization of the races.
Okay. So let's see that. Whoa.
Yeah,
damn.
So with the
Brianna Tarth
these
is
people,
weird looking.
The exiles,
yeah.
They're a gutsy group of refugees, rebels, and mercenaries, a.k.a. the cast of Firefly.
Okay.
Literally, they're the puckish rogues.
Okay.
All of these characters are puckish rogues.
Okay.
But you have human males, females.
Right. Cat people.
Yeah, you have your cat people. Your
Jack. Right.
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you have rock people.
Rock people, sure.
And then, female rock people.
Yeah.
And then you have, which I thought was really interesting, essentially the zombie characters.
Okay.
That's what these, the Mordesh or undead creatures, which I thought was interesting that they actually put them with the quote-unquote good guys.
All right. Well, wait, what do the bad guys have? Do they have different races?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't. That big button, I didn't press that big button when I was playing
the bad guys, which is the Dominion, who are the evil empire.
So they have Caucasians. That's evil white people.
Yeah, Cassians. But yeah, Caucasians.
Come on, man. Let me.
The Draken, which are the goat people.
Those look like the Evil Inn. Sort of
with Queen of Blades or something.
Yikes!
I don't know.
Yeah, Kerrigan.
Then you have the Chua, which are the little cutesy rat people.
Chua.
And then you have the robots, which are the Makari.
Okay, wait. Go to the lady robot. Why would a lady robot have boobs? They don't need to nurse their robot children, do they, with their robo boobs?
Possible.
Yeah?
And then you also have different classes, though.
Sure.
Like with most games, certain races can't be certain classes.
Okay.
But like you have your standard warrior, an engineer, which they get like a shotgun and they're more tech-based.
Okay.
Esper, I think, is...
mage, probably.
Mage, kind of.
Yeah.
You have a medic, a stalker, who is more of a up-close fighter.
Okay.
And then a spell slinger, which is kind of like a gunslinger, but a casting mage, I would say.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, what's your...
And then you also have a thing called paths.
Oh, okay. What are those?
Paths are kind of your allotment in life, and these are actually cause different things. Your story differs a little bit, like side quest wise.
Okay.
Soldiers are very military based. You're basically given orders and you have to go follow them, and usually it's shooting things.
Right.
Settler is you're basically, you're taming the planet of Nexus, which that's the planet you're going on.
Okay.
You're trying to tame it so that you can settle there.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Scientists are always just looking for, looking for knowledge of the fauna there, chemicals, anything so that they can craft things.
Okay.
And then you have explorers, which they just want to map things, I guess you could say.
Wow.
They want to explore and find riches and gold.
So shoot and destroy your enemies, or I'm going to make a map. Woo!
Pretty much.
Yeah, boy. All right, well, let's jump in. Let's go past the dumb starting area.
Yeah, we're going to skip past that because it's the exact same regardless of which faction you choose.
Really?
The difference is the comedic flair. One is the rebels, which everything is kind of the exiles, which everything is, I don't know, basically patchwork together. Everything's kind of broken. Nothing really works properly.
Okay.
And then there's the Dominion side, which everything's clean, militaristic, dictatorship-like.
All right. Well, let's see. What do we got here?
What do I got? I'm in a city that.
Are your controls inverted?
Yeah, they are inverted.
Okay. Go down to interface.
There we go.
I believe that's where it is. Invert mouse.
Take that off. There we go.
So I got to tell you, when I played this, my first impression that I got, and I don't know why it is, because looking at it from a distance doesn't seem like it very much is, but the HUD just seems really cluttered to me. I guess maybe it's the idea that the character portrait with your health and everything is disconnected from the top or the bottom or whatever.
Yeah.
Or that it's right there in the middle of the screen. But all right, so what do we got here? What are we doing?
So the power source is damaged. I need to locate a suitable replacement. So I have to go. Basically, because I'm a scientist and this character is a scientist, I have to also scan stuff to understand why it's broken or whatever.
Okay. Have you played any? This is that's your job, right? Your job specification or whatever.
Yeah.
Have you done any of the other job specifications?
I have done like the military one.
Okay. I did not the Explorer, but the like Homesteader or whatever it was. Or what was that? The second one.
Yeah. No. I think I know which one you're talking about. The
Engineer? Maybe that's what it was. And you have to pick up stuff that's out along the world, and then you basically can use it to kind of build these like area buffs, where you basically give the entire zone enhanced run speed or like more hit points or things like that.
Yeah.
So is this is one of those subquests, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Basically, I'm using my archaeology to look at this stuff. Now, I will say, I love the art style of this game.
Yeah.
I love the voice acting because they got some actual like well-known, recognized voice actors in the game. Like the guy who does the voice of like Darkwing Duck for Disney.
Okay.
Or Pete or whatever. He does a slew of characters. I think he also does like Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
Okay.
Like they got just a bunch, like you recognize every voice you hear, kind of thing.
Okay, cool.
And then so the game looks awesome. There's no other real game that kind of has this kind of art style.
Yeah.
But man, is the gameplay just kind of rudimentary and boring.
What character? What are you playing? What class are you playing?
I am I'm a Chua. What was the second one? With the shotgun.
No idea.
I can't remember.
Engineer again.
Engineer. Yeah, engineer.
It's all engineers.
Yeah, it was essentially an engineer with a science class. Well, what's going on in there? Are they growing stuff?
I don't know. It's also kind of weird how this game, at least from what I said, we were talking about this before we started, how it splits between like full on cinematic cutscenes and then just like a bunch of text that pops up over people. Boom. So this is an action RPG, right?
Yeah.
Where you're building up that meter down at the bottom, then you kind of unleash it to do super attacks. I found it to be a little clunky. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because it's in beta, but so far my impressions of it were just. I played it for an hour. I'm not trying to say this is like my full review or anything, but just a little bit clunky. I mean, like the way that you see the way that like the windows are overlapping down at the bottom. The UI seems like it could use some optimization for certain. There's a lot of stuff going on, and it's not a very elegant presentation. Like there's just this chat box, and here's your portrait, and just shit kind of all over the place. And I feel like there are better ways to represent that stuff. Anyway, that's just me.
No, I mean I don't disagree with you on that because it is a little clunky because I mean.
Oh shit! Are you gonna die?
No, maybe.
Now, is there? I mean, when I was playing it, I noticed that it seemed like people. Do you know if you jump in and help another player, if you get a portion of the XP like you do in other games?
I think you do, and
Blarg!
Blarg. And then when you die, you got to wait a little bit, about 4 seconds, and then you have a choice. You can either wake up here, which this option is only available to you once every, I think, 24 hours, and then or you can res at the nearest hollow crypt.
Okay.
Just for the sake of it, I'm gonna just go ahead and wake here.
Ooh, big spender. You're not worried about losing all of your sweet credits when you go back and play this game for 100,000 hours?
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that.
So far, I mean, is this going to have a monthly fee?
Well, that's the thing.
Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, game. Uh-oh. Oh, nope. You Leroy Jenkins it, man. I do like the fact they give you a little double jump. I think that's kind of cool.
I do like the death animation for these guys, though. These little guys are kind of fun. They're just kind of this, like, I don't know. I just think they're funny.
Let's see. Can we do a main quest? Can we do a main story quest? So I'd like to jump over to the other side at some point.
Yeah. Let me see. Where do I need? No, I'm not going to do that challenge.
Is that just like an area, like a flash challenge type of thing?
Yeah. Truthfully, I went to it without actually realizing that I had gone into it.
Collect power core fragments?
Yeah, I have to collect power. I wonder if I have to do that. There we go.
Are those power core fragments?
Yep, but I'm about to get hit by a...
Oh, no. John, you're just dying, man.
I'm not dead yet.
Okay. So there is going to be a monthly fee for this.
Yeah, now, from what I originally was reading, and I could be confusing this with another game entirely, because I was talking to you about this before we started recording.
Yeah.
There is a possibility I could be confused, but from what I had heard, or at least I thought I had heard, is that there's going to be a monthly subscription.
Yeah.
But in addition to the monthly subscription, there's another option, essentially, for people who want to... who don't want to pay, may not want to pay money for their monthly subscription, that they can also buy time with in-game gold.
Okay.
So, in other words, like if they want to grind and build up the money that they have, and then essentially use that to buy game time to play, they totally can.
That's interesting. I think that would probably. I think that sounds like a really terrible business model, but seems like it'd be good for the player. I mean, it doesn't really seem like it would be great for the company that's making it, which this is NCSoft?
This is NCSoft.
Are they just the publisher, or do they develop it as well? I mean, like, look at just the text over Windows over Windows. It's so freaking busy.
Yeah. I like I said, it's got a outside.
Can you even close the big green window down there?
Like this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Jesus Louises. Whoa. What was that? Did he trap you?
No, he didn't trap me. I could probably run away.
Oh shit!
But I'm powerful enough that I can stop following me, laser. I don't want none. Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, this maybe if it's just a monthly fee, but I think if they wanted, I mean, man, I don't. I haven't seen the sales figures on Elder Scrolls. Have you? Do you know?
I have not. Unfortunately,
like I can't tell whether. I mean, Elder Scrolls at least has the Elder Scrolls name behind it, right? It has that kind of Skyrim name recognition or whatever. But this, I mean, it had a really good trailer. Like I remember there was a cinematic trailer.
Yeah, like all the stuff on the website, like I would highly recommend like going and looking at the video stuff on the website, because like all of their videos explaining the game and everything are really fun.
Yeah,
and really, where they may not be super informative, they're funny. They have a good sense of humor. They're
is that like what you're looking for to the left? The power pod over there?
Yes. Where's the power pod?
To the right? Is that little globe to your right? To your right there. Is that it?
Might be. I don't know. But let's. I gotta kill this before it tries to kill me.
Okay.
But
yeah, good sense of humor, good videos, good production, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's so in that regards, it is a lot of. You would think like, oh man, this is going to be a really good game.
Yeah.
Because of it, because I mean, I would watch a Sunday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
Like or a movie. Animated in this style, if that makes any sense at all, because it seems like they have a good handle on the story outside of the fact that I do feel like it's a little cookie cutter in that it's one side is a group of puckish is a race of multiple races of puckish rogues, and the other is the evil empire.
Sure. Gee, I've never seen that. But is it in space? That's the real question. Okay, so on your map, is that the next one? If you roll down. Up that way, you see on the map that other. Oh, I guess not. Seemed like there was another little dot over there. Sorry, I'm a little backseat driver
no,
today.
It's perfectly okay.
Yeah, I've never heard of a space opera where a bunch of plucky rogues have to go up against an evil galactic space empire before. That's crazy.
Yeah. So
I heard J.J. Abrams was going to make some kind of movie about that one time, but then he said that's stupid.
Then he made Star Trek.
They made Star Trek instead. I do like this level up screen. It's so brutal legend every time it comes up.
There's like this. It's regardless of which race you choose or which faction you choose. It's the same guy, and he's always like, "Oh yeah, you just leveled up."
He just fucking comes into Kool-Aid Man or you know Macho Man Randy Savage, depending on your flavor.
Yeah, exactly, and it's just it actually is kind of hilarious in that regards. Because it's the same no matter what.
Now, what are you actually like? Can you fill our viewers in a little bit on the actual story? Oh, to your left, there was one over there. Boop.
Oh, thank you.
What the actual story? What the details? And we've got the overview of Puckish Rogues Galactic Empire.
Okay.
But like, what are you doing right now on the planet?
Right now, okay. So the whole point is that the Dominion, the evil empire.
But you're part of the evil empire, right?
I am part of the evil empire, and they are like mustache twirling, maniacal laugh, evil empire. They know they're evil, kind of thing.
Right.
So they have gone around and destroyed and used up all the resources on all these planets.
Okay.
They have caused like all these races that they've pretty much destroyed the homes of, have banded together to make the Exiles.
Okay.
And basically the Exiles found a planet, which is this planet here. I forget what it's called, even though I saw it earlier.
Wildstar?
No, I don't know.
Are there multiple planets?
No, there's only one planet.
Okay.
So the Exiles are coming here to basically build a new home. It's all of the races are together trying to build a new home.
Okay.
The Dominion also found out about this planet and said, no, we want that planet too.
Right.
And so basically you start the game right as they get to the planet, and essentially you're fighting over the planet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like that's the whole point.
Where are you going now?
I've got to go to the terminal. Sorry.
But I mean, like in a more granular way, what are you precisely doing at this moment?
What am I precisely doing?
Yes.
Do
you know?
100% sure.
It's really easy to not pay attention to what's going on up there with all the shit that's flying at you.
Yeah. It's really
very
easy.
simple. It actually makes me. It actually made me a little bit interested in, or made me think about how I paid a lot more attention to the story in the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Because the cinematic cutscenes. Like, it may not have been the best story in an MMO I've ever seen before, but it was at least so in your face that you couldn't ignore it.
Yeah. No, I agree with you on that.
Did you get some loot there from that quest?
I did, which is something I can't use, and scrap.
Okay, there you go. Right now in the beta, I mean, have you seen any real-world transaction or free-to-play stuff going on?
Not really.
Okay.
Like it's weird because I brought it up earlier how it could be like I think it was that, but if you actually go to their website, right now, outside of telling you how to pre-order the game, they don't tell you how you pay for it. It tells you that you get free 30 days for buying it, but there's not anything. So let's see here. I can get some better shirt, a worse shirt, worse gloves, and worse gloves. So I'll go with the better shirt. And that seems to be kind of the options that I see every time I complete a mission. It's like one item that I can use and 3 items that are worse than what I've got on.
Right. Oh, wait, something that's really important.
What?
So, John, this is really important. We can't move anywhere. I need you to slash dance for me. Okay, now just rotate the camera around so I can see. What's he doing? Okay, there you go. You're about to start it. Oh, thought he was going to start a dance party, but it was just a robot.
Yeah, it was just a robot.
All right. That's cool. I just wanted to see real fast what that was going on. That's one of the most important things in any MMO.
Yeah. So in this one, you basically, on this side of the planet, from what I understand, they found... the other cool thing is, like, when you get done with the main starting area, which is on a ship, you actually... They tell you, you can go here and go down to this area. Or if you want an optional mission, you can go over to this other ship and go to a different starting area.
Oh, huzzah!
Yeah.
Two different starting areas.
Yes.
Okay,
where do I
you
need
good?
I need to speak to a caretaker.
Okay.
Where is the caretaker?
He's
Apparently
standing.
He's standing.
That's a caretaker.
That hologram dude is the. What is this?
Okay.
C-spine point completed.
All right. Yeah, I want that Starcom knapsack, bro. We got to get that shit.
Okay.
How much time we got left over there? I was curious because I might want to.
We got about 10.
Let's okay. Tell you what. Let's flip on over to the other guy. Let's see
All
what combat and the other side of the world looks like here, real fast.
Switch.
Yeah, pre-order
cancel.
loots. Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Did you?
I click switch character.
Oh, you have to wait for 30 seconds.
Oh, I guess I gotta. All right.
All right, big old hard crash there, but we're back. It
is a beta.
And here's what's the other question? Phineas T. Rotostar. Jeez.
Greetings, test subject.
Good lord.
Oh, I got a weekly costume piece.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You be sure to pre-order, John.
Yeah.
So what are we doing now? Like we got to let's go to the main quest and do investigate Jarek's claim or whatever.
Yeah,
Shut some of that shit down. Shut some of that other stuff down so that we can see the game a little bit more.
Yeah. So now I'm playing the character as my the first guy I created, which is a rock dude with a mohawk and sideburns.
And warrior. He's a warrior.
He is a warrior and he is a soldier. He is the military. I do
Can you kill that? Can you kill it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. I do like that when you first load the game, when you get to the character select screen, it's one of those. Like just sitting there where your character would be.
Oh.
It's standing there.
Oh, yeah, the little
goats.
sheep guy, or goat guy or whatever.
Or whatever it is.
So where are you going?
I am going to investigate this guy's claim, which a small mining camp, the Crystal Shards, has broken communication with Tremor Ridge. Deadeye Brightland, which is the leader of the Exiles, has asked you to investigate the situation.
All right.
So that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to investigate the situation.
Man, I really wish that you could dash farther in this game. I got that little thing that that just goes down like super fast.
I wonder if it gets better, like as the higher level you get.
Yeah.
Like if it lasts longer, but probably going to have to.
What just happened there?
I have no idea.
Okay. I think you might have gotten, it might have been one of those like area buffs or something like that.
Possibly.
But
I'm going to go ahead and kill this guy real quick.
There you go. This guy's a little bit, this was I think with the class that I played when I played, a little bit different in the fact that you juice up that bar at the bottom and then you can use the second, your like heavy attack. You can do multiple attacks the more you have that built up. There's also that kick stun that you can do.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. And I don't know if we talked about it before, but at the beginning you get a shield, which is the light blue chevron right on your health.
Yes.
That absorbs at least the beginning of damage. But it seems a little bit, I don't know. I mean, like, I haven't really gotten super far into the...
Yeah, I'll take a bounty. Why not?
I haven't gotten really super far into the way that crafting or anything works, or even if there is crafting in the game, but... It seems like having a shield in addition to your health is not really as... Oh, okay. So oh, wait, hold on. Your weapons do degrade over time. Was there a repair option there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, good thing to remind me because I need to do that. Because I probably haven't done that in a while.
I've talked a lot about some issues that I've had with the game. How do you feel in general about it?
Like I said, I really love the presentation. I love the flair, the tongue-in-cheekness of it. Just the biggest problem is that it's kind of by the numbers and boring. Like the gameplay itself. Like it's like they spent so much time making sure that the game looked good,
right?
And that it was the story was humor and all this other stuff. And it's maybe not.
Maybe spend a little bit more time with the actual gameplay itself. Correct. Well, you told me. I mean, like I look at this and I think you should be able to play this game with a controller.
Correct.
The little waves coming off of people. You've got area damage that you can avoid by dodging to the left or right. Like, it seems like a no-brainer is something that you would probably put on a controller and then release on consoles. And I don't know if this is slated for a console release or not.
I don't think it is.
Really?
I don't think it is.
God, that would seem like it'd be perfect for the PS4 and Xbox One.
Having said that, I don't know. in all honesty, I don't. Whoa. Oh, I guess he stunned me.
Okay.
Did I kill that guy? I killed him. Okay. That's another thing is I get so button spammy that.
Yeah, which the fact that they want you to do this kind of action-based thing where you're building stuff up and then releasing it. Like, I think it kind of worked better in Elder Scrolls Online because that was built on maybe just a system of combat that I was a little bit more familiar with just off the cuff. Whereas this one, it's weird. Seems like it has potential.
Yeah, it has. I mean, it definitely has potential, I think, but it's just I don't know. Like, I feel like they kind of like they could use the controls could use a little work.
Yeah.
First and foremost, the controls. I mean, they're not terrible. I mean, they're actually your basic MMO controls.
Right.
The problem is that the mechanics are not your basic MMO mechanics.
Right.
So it's kind of one of those things where that's those guys got him. Never mind.
Does that not still count for your quest if you get in on that
you know
battle?
What? I don't know. Well,
is that an enemy player?
No, that's actually a good. Well, that's.
Oh, okay. I thought he had red over his head. All right. Well, you got. And that's the other thing, which, I mean, we talked about, God damn, I talked about this. I've talked about it a bunch of different times, but, like, the idea of, like, hey, go kill 12, fuck brains or whatever, and then report back to me and I'll give you a piece of equipment. Like,
yeah.
That's starting to feel really old, like super, super old. I mean, I know that took the place of, like, your old... grinding kind of mechanic of, you put a group together and then you pull and sit there just straight up for XP. That was all you were pretty much doing it for. But on the other hand, I'm starting to wonder, like, whether is there room anymore for this sort of thing, for this sort of MMO?
Yeah.
Do we need somebody to come in and bring in some new life just by thinking about how do we create new? Or do you have to go up those stairs and then up the mountain? Or
I don't know. Maybe that's it.
Just to be like, we need to have a new style of... Oh, I guess not. A new style of MMO where we're not just saying, hey, go kill 12 chicken asses or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like in Star Wars... I hate to keep bringing up Star Wars. I really did like the Old Republic. I really thought that was a very fun game.
I never actually got to play it.
But I thought that by couching the kill 12 banthas or whatever in a cinematic storyline, that they really made you care more about killing 12 dudes because you had all this voice acting, you had a story reason to do it. And especially, like, some of the stories really interesting. Like, I really liked... I never got high enough up, but I've seen some of the late game of, like, the Sith.
Yeah.
You can... And, like, it's weird. In Star Wars, you can play a light side Sith. Like, that's bananas. That's just crazy.
Yeah, and I will say that they sort of kind of do that here.
Yeah.
I mean, they try to give you the presentation and the reason, the story reason to care about what you're doing.
Right.
But I feel like it's not. I guess I'm trying to think of the word here.
Yeah.
It's not. Like I said earlier, it's too cookie cutter.
It's not. It's just paint by numbers. It's not doing anything real different to the point where it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit too paint by numbers, too good versus evil. Like they're and. Like, to the point of, it's like, oh, I'm bad guy. My motivation is I'm wahaha evil.
Right.
That's not motivation. That doesn't really give me to care
it's
at all.
It's just set dressing that you can pretty much ignore at your leisure.
Or I'm a mercenary punkish rogue.
You're Darth Vader or Captain Mao.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Or Darth Vader or your Han Solo. One of those two.
Well, just be better at comparisons, why don't you, John? Jeez.
Well, if you want to keep it within the same But I mean, it's kind of the same thing with Firefly. If you look at it, Captain Mal and the cast of or the crew of Firefly,
right?
They're the puckish rogues, and they were, fighting the whatever you want to call them, the establishment in that universe.
The man.
That was kind of their thing, and that's kind of what you're doing here.
Yeah. Let's see. Where are you? Where are you going? I don't know. I mean, the beta weekend or the beta time, I think it's still going to be in beta by the time that we get. By the time this video goes up, I can't be entirely sure, but
the beta ends, I think, on the 18th.
Okay, so you guys can try this out. Maybe get a better handle on it. I know that sometimes people it's hard. It's hard a lot of times to even cover MMOs on a gaming website because they're generally set up to require such a freaking time investment that it's hard to even make a judgment about them until you've seen the late game. Like, you're how many hours would you say that you put into this so far?
I don't know, maybe about 5 or 6 hours.
Which can you say?
And that's split between 3 different characters.
Have you done any? Have you seen? Do you know if there are instances or anything in the game?
Yes.
There
are instances.
Okay, and like raids or stuff that require more people than require a group.
There's even basically at least in the early game, there's stuff where you can do it by yourself, but if someone walks in and helps you with it,
right?
Like what I'm having a feeling it's going to happen here in just a moment.
Yeah.
Because I have to go kill this guy, and these people are walking next to me.
Yeah.
Mind you, we're not in a group, but, assuming I attack the things that they are attacking, I'll get credit for it.
I don't know. This is a weird one. Seems like it has potential, but it just doesn't seem like it's doing it right now.
Yeah.
I'm just repeating myself at this point, so I would stop. I do like the little munchkin dudes.
Yeah, the Chow or Chozu or whatever they're called. The guy that I was the first half of this video.
Right.
Yeah, they're hilarious, especially with the voice acting for them.
Yeah.
Because they're psychotic.
Yeah.
Is the reason they are part of this group is because they're actually psychotically crazy.
Okay.
Like there's one that's like they're all about science and they're crazy and just want to kill everything.
Mm-hmm. Crazy science.
Yeah.
Weasels.
They're the inventors of all the stuff that the. There we go.
So
that's where I'm going.
So this seems like a kind of like an impromptu instance almost.
Yeah.
No. Dude's gonna chew you up. Or I don't know, maybe he's not.
Yeah. I'm just trying to kill this guy before
we're out of time.
Well, before we're out of time and before those guys come over here and kill him before I had a chance to hit him.
Woots!
It bleeped him out. That's hilarious.
That was, I tell you what, in the opening area, and this guy is under the same thing, and I can say right now that this seems like a real step backwards for this particular game, right?
Yeah.
Like, you ran up and killed that guy. These other people are obviously on the same quest, so now he is waiting for that dude to spawn, which I haven't seen an MMO in a while where you have to do that shit, right?
Yeah.
It happened to me in the tutorial where there was a giant boss and somebody was running up and they were killing it, and I got to them right as they did the death blow.
Yeah.
And then I had to stand there for a while and wait for them to respawn, and I'm like, that's like an EverQuest problem, right? I mean, that's like an old problem I haven't had in a while in an MMO. So I don't know. Like I said, it's weird because like I don't think I'll let something out. I used to work for Blizzard a long time ago.
Yeah. And I didn't really make a big deal of it while I was working there because I didn't want people to know.
Right.
Because then I get people commenting about, hey, why don't you fix this for me or whatever.
Right.
But even before I worked at Blizzard, I didn't really have a computer. So the only time I ever played an MMO was when I was at work and I was playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Mainly because I had to play the game to know my job.
Right.
But even then, it's like, outside of World of Warcraft, my MMO, like I think the last one before that I played was City of Heroes and then Lineage 2.
Mm-hmm.
And
is that the other one that you need to the left?
Probably. Yeah, it's over there.
Yeah, I played Final Fantasy XI back in the old days, and I never played EverQuest or EverQuest 2.
Yeah,
just something about them kind of turned me off.
I think I played Dark Age of Camelot. Was another one I played.
Tried playing. What was it? Shadowbane. Is that one?
Yeah, I
one
think
that was all MMO or all PvP, like constant, unending PvP.
Yeah.
Are we out of time?
We are out of time, though.
Okay. Well, folks, this has been the Wildstar beta here on the Super Awesome Video Game Show.
Yes.
John, thank you for sinking the time into this.
Oh, no problem.
Next week you get to pick. We'll do, unless something big is in beta or early access or something, we'll do, what does John want to play? It's John's turn.
Oh, we're gonna have to play some wrestling game then.
Oh.
No, I'm joking.
I don't know. You see, you've confused Jason Murphy and myself.
Yeah.
My dead PS3, the game that's stuck in there is WWE All-Stars.
Okay.
I thought that game was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
In fact, I consider tearing apart my dead PS3 just to get the disc out. But folks, as always, you can look down. You can come down to the comments if you have suggestions for us or stuff that you want to just make suggestions on the format of the show. Whatever, just send. Put it down there. I'm not going to give you the standard spiel. Well, I'll give you a highlight. So wireless is in your ad blocker. Hey, how about that? Just one today. No big guilt trip for all the stuff. Just one. So with that, we're going to go ahead and close out. If you guys have thoughts on this beta and you want to throw them down in the comments, I'd be interested to know if there's something that we're kind of fundamentally missing or something that you guys think is really interesting about this particular game. I'm not a super, MMO head, so I don't know everything, but
yeah, I mean, like I said, there's potential for it to be good, but I just feel like they spent so much time making sure it was funny and that it looked great.
Right.
That they forgot to make it a really fun gameplay.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it. We'll see you next week.
All right. Later.